Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. Last time out we finally got round to helping Miranda with her personal familial issue and her sister Oriana. We also learned that she does have a bit of a softer edge to her as well after a kind of hard-ass persona, second in command, taking no shit. When we returned to the ship though, Jack and Miranda got two loggerheads with each other in a bit of a biotic Mexican standoff. However, we managed to successfully defuse that situation with a bit of no-nonsense savagery. We had a bit of a chinwag with Miranda, but we, as promised, said we'd come and have a bit of a chat with Jack, given how they left things, making sure everyone's focused on the mission and no one's going to tear each other apart before we can take the fight to the collectors.
Hey.
I do want to talk, Jack.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to? Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
You don't joke about taking my ship for a joyride.
If I take you too seriously, I might need to deal with you.
Try it. Anyway, relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so...
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
Wait, you joined a cult? Is that what all the tattoos are about?
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was all about money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
I mean, silly question, what happened to them? I can pretty much guess.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
Yeah. You do seem bitter as hell.
Doesn't sound like you're doing much living. Not for yourself.
Hey, you did me a favor helping with that base, but don't lecture me. Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson, done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
Wait, what? So, I feel like we should probably ask more about this, given her shady past, and she's just dumping it all on us. First of all, this military craft concerns me.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
Fair dues. How did you destroy a space station? I mean, we saw what you did to the prison ship we found you on.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
Can't say fairer than that. You've been involved in piracy as well.
You were a pirate, too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
Well, if she's a pirate, I guess that makes her Jack Sparrow. Whee! Shit joke alert. And the vandalism, just to top it all off.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
You don't regret any of it, though?
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change. Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. Thanks for asking.
That's alright. Bit of a chinwag and a debrief. Can sometimes be good for the soul. Next up, as promised, we're actually going to go and help Tally. So, back up to the information center. She's been accused of treason.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Have I really? Thanks, Kelly. What unread messages have we got? from Detective Anaya. She's still alive and just generally thankful. And I've still got this message about Shadowbreaker intel that I've not forgotten about. Back to exploring the galaxy. Such a relaxing menu theme. We will give Liara the intel and go back to Ilium when we chat with her about the Shadowbroker, but not yet. We've got a crew that needs helping, as that is the current focus, bringing the team closer together, getting us all focused on the mission, putting personal issues to the side. Now the recruitment process is pretty much done. Cycle appearances, I think we'll get Miranda tooled up in black, and I wasn't a big fan of Jack's shades there, so I'll just tweak her around. Now if Tally's coming out, and this is the old school team, I think it only makes sense to bring Gareth along for the ride, given our history as a squad. I could kit Karen up here, but not at this precise moment. Now the Quarians are a race of people we haven't had.
Requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Tali'Zorah.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
I mean, our ship is not clean. Nice to keep it fairly spick and span, thank you. Mind you, I suppose there's clean and then there's Quarian clean.
Captain Shepard, Tali'Zorah told me a lot about you.
Captain?
Wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I think you'll find it's Commander, actually. As I was saying, the Quarians are a race that we haven't had much dealings with in the first game, outside of Tali herself and a few others.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Keep us alive. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Well, alright, a bit of respect here, but we came here on business. Why is Tali on trial?
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
The charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Wait, you did what? You brought Geth on board?
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali'Zorah under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Well, this seems like it's going to be fairly full on. Straight to business.
I can't believe they're charging Tali'Zorah.
If Tali'Zorah can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as
All this chatting behind her back nonsense.
Tali'Zorah vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
And her name matters because?
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vasnima. Whatever we must call you legally.
And are you going to be part of the trial as well?
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Looks like I've got your back.
You would actually speak for my defense.
It's unexpected, but I'll take it given our history.
It would have been helpful to know about this earlier, Tali.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Seeing the inner workings of Quarian politics going on. Representing our girl here. And if it all goes tits up, we've got Garrus to help bail us out of this situation. He'll vouch for her as well, I'm sure.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Oh, we're going to play the race card, are we?
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
That's him told.
Objection withdrawn.
Wait.
Shepard Vas Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Sure will. Let's just look at her track record, shall we?
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
She is absolutely innocent and could not have done this.
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Oh. So that's what's happened.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What?
Drop that bombshell on her. Fucking nerve.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
Look, let's prove her loyalty. Tali, let's watch the language here. No need for bosh tets.
You think Tally's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
That's not going to happen, Tali. No need for KIA here. You got me and Garrus watching your back.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Is it worth talking to anyone before we do this?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Well, that's probably just checking with your well-being.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
See, Edie already giving us more information than these people ever could. Probably worth having a bit of a chin wag with people though, if we're going to come back into this hearing. We may be able to sway a few minds.
More than just...
Doctor, those real. It's a husk, a collector minion.
No, Vitor, this is Shepard, a friend of Talizora's. Shepard rescued you from Freedom's province.
Oh yeah, I remember Vitor.
Shepard gave me to Cerberus. Too many questions, can't sleep, can't eat, wrong answers.
Poor Vitor. What did Cerberus do to him?
When they returned Vitor to us, he was suffering from malnutrition, exhaustion, dehydration, and the after effects of several drugs.
The hell? Didn't think they'd go that far.
I was told that Cerberus would just get him stabilized and get information from him.
Too many questions. Needles for wrong answers. Can't breathe. Suit's air not working. Can't breathe.
They said he would be safe. I knew we couldn't trust them.
Excuse me. Your presence seems to be disturbing my patient.
Surely they didn't do this. They didn't go that far.
Your patient was pretty disturbed when we found him. His health problems were effects of the Collector attack.
Shepard! You're trying to justify what Cerberus did?
To be fair, Talizora, most of the drugs I found in his system appear to have been from attempts to stabilize him and force a lucid state. It was brute force medicine, far less gentle than we would have preferred, but it was not physical torture.
It doesn't need to be.
I didn't mean to upset him. I'll leave.
Doctor, is it time for the meds yet? I need my meds.
Not yet, Vitor.
I need my meds. Well, seems that Cerberus have been a bit brutal with their tactics. Once again, shady shit coming to the forefront.
Call Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
And Rieger, how's your health holding up, soldier?
Have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
Fighting does seem risky for the Quarians. I mean, we saw how much of a badass he was on Haystrom with that blazing sunlight having to stick to the shadows.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops tally. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Weren't expecting to see them here. Admiral Zen.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Don't forget you owe Tali as well.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Well, she seems like she's fairly made up her mind. What can you tell us about the lab ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Always good to know a little bit more
This is on their heads.
about the situation before we head in. A couple more admirals to chat to. First of all, Chorus.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vas Quibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. You have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
I want to know about the ship name, Quib, because that sounds hilarious.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Well, alrighty then. I only really want to know about the lab ship.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What have you got it in for Tali for?
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
So he's actively defending the Geth here. Right.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Admiral's clearly playing politics here.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vas Nima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Chorus, though, Tali's in good hands.
Well, nice to know you're on Tali's side.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
What can you tell us about the lab ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
What's the deal with all the infighting among the admirals?
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I mean, that is a big risk.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
He makes a good point.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Well, nice to know she has a little bit of backup here, as Tali. But we at least now know what we're getting into heading on to the Alarai. Is Tali's father alive? That's going to be the question.
If Tali is stuck with a human captain, at least it's a
How do we get to the Alarai?
Even during the hearing, Tali's
I feel like Edie probably just told us, but we weren't paying complete attention. Is there a door out back? Hey, up, that looks like a door.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Talizora can.
And Captain Commander Karen Shepard over here as well. Don't forget us. And our boy Garrus. We've got the old crew back together on another whirlwind adventure.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Damn right, I spoke well.
During the hearing, Talizora's first thought is to...
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Any idea what's over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kila Selai.
Kila Selai. Time to go and kill some Geth. Whoa. Well, it's been a hot minute since we've taken on some Geth. And given the state of our current upgrades, I think we're now much more tooled up. Just absolutely rinse them. Now, given this is a lab ship, I'm fully expecting, ow, 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 to find some upgrades here. And we weren't kidding, there are a lot of Geth.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Rails are ordered us to bypass standard safeties, following security protocol.
Credits. In the quest for money and upgrades, credits will do fine. Already $6 grand up and we've barely even started.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Okay, how did you send it back? Wait, why were you even salvaging on Haystrom?
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Any of it actually help your case, though?
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
More hacking! The plot thickening with Tally here.
This should come in handy.
Geth shield strength. Why the hell would we need that? Unless we can use it to bulk our own
Who's running
shields.
the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it.
Enemy!
Get the eye stalk. And still they keep coming. Keep those credits flowing in.
Concussive shot ready.
They should soften them up. Got one.
It's all kicking off. More credits? We'll take them.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Your thoughts on this, though?
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
And you were completely in the dark on this.
Do you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Let's keep going.
We should keep moving.
Right.
The plot thickening all the time around Tali's aura. And we have the high ground. Apart from that one. Christ, this Geth is not messing around. Really are fairly tooled up in this lab ship, the old Geth.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Rail Zora is...
Father!
Oh dear.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me to clean up your mess. You can't.
I'm gonna take out all the Geths here, Tali. We'll get revenge.
Every Geth on this ship will die, Tali. It won't bring him back. But it's what he would have wanted.
I don't care what he would have wanted, Shepard. I wanted a father who cared about me more than his war effort. I wanted a father who would take the sick leave time and let me see his face without a helmet in the way. Instead, I got orders. And this. And a panel of admirals who think I'm a traitor. Those were my father's gifts to me.
You also got his mind, and the best military training in the Quarian fleet.
You're right. I know what he'd do. Better than anyone. Maybe he had to know I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangerl and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
Looks like the Geth cut him off.
You don't know how he would have ended that message.
Yes. I do. Come on. Let's finish this.
Well, it's looking like we might have potentially cleared your name. Time for the big guns. Oh, that's not going well at all. How are we still alive? I have no idea. But we nailed it. Just make sure there's nothing else knocking around here, as it has been fairly lucrative so far.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
Play the recording.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
What?
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
I mean, I hate to say it, Tally, but that did not sound good at all.
Your father was deliberately networking the Geth to Sapiens to do weapons tests.
That breaks our most sacred laws. Laws that predate our flight from the homeworld. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but when this comes up in the trial, we can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
Your father's gone, Tally.
Rail Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever served on. He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster in a cautionary tale. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We'll see what happens at the trial.
We're not gonna decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
Take it on board. Making no promises.
We need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think Tali Zora survived.
It sounds like
What?
the hearing is already underway.
Dick move.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
I mean, I know we took our time, but Jesus.
Sorry we're late.
You didn't waste much time declaring us dead. Go get your ship.
We apologize, Shepard. Your success in taking back the Alarai is very unexpected.
But also very welcome.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Moment of truth.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
You are wasting our time.
Tali's achievements are the only evidence you should need. Come on, Tali. We're leaving.
What?
This is a formal proceeding.
Wrong, Admiral. This is a sham. You're trying to build sympathy for the Geth to forestall the war effort.
That is completely...
And you want all the messy experiments covered up so you can throw your fleet at the Geth. Do whatever you want with your toy ships, but leave my crew out of your political bullshit. We have no new evidence. You can accept Tali's word, or you can exile the woman who saved the Citadel from the Geth.
Are the Admirals prepared to render the judgment?
You've been well and truly told. All of yous.
Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Well, good luck in your war. You're going to absolutely need it.
With this trial over, I hope you can get back to more important matters, like taking your homeworld back from the Geth.
We'll drink a toast on the homeworld, Shepard. Mark my words.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Talizora vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Keela, go fuck yourselves.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. It's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Tali, about what your father said, what he did, you deserved better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Let's get ourselves home.
Come on, Talizora vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll take it.
Well, that was a very long-winded process there to clear Tali. Accusations flying thick and fast. Whew. And now a bit of a breather. Got some upgrades to tech damage, always useful. And somehow discovering Geth's shield strength as well. I think that's probably going to be useful for us. That's going to conclude this part as well, bringing the crew even closer together. Next time out, don't know what we're going to do. We've still got Zaid and Kasumi who need our help, and we've not forgotten about Thane as well. So, look forward to that in the next part. I'll see you in the next part of Mass Effect 2. See you then.